What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture and Culture Catch Up, the live weekly podcast where we talk all major movie and television news. You guys are in charge of the agenda. I'll provide the conversation and the community, and a lot of people already here excited for this event. Thank you guys so much for joining. Justin, Black Flash Toys, Oliver, Justine, Trevor, Namish Punde. Thank you guys all so much for joining. I hope you are ready. What are you excited about this week? So much stuff going on. Jurassic World came out yesterday. Halloween Horror Nights is celebrating and announcing their haunted houses. We've got Spider-Man No Way Home, the super duper fun, awesome slash super way extended cut coming out. We've got Black Adam trailer that released this week. So much stuff, guys. So much stuff coming up. So what are you guys excited about? So what are you guys? What's getting you guys in a good mood? Thor: Love and Thunder around the corner. We covered a little plot leak this week on the channel. The View with Drew, how you doing? Thanks for joining. No Way Home release, that's what you're most excited for? Yeah, that's a pretty exciting one, to be completely fair. That is a pretty exciting revelation. They've saved back a few scenes. We now know that there are at least 5 scenes that we'll be getting in several different minutes within those. They've saved that back so they can cross the $2 billion lines. Oh, early reviews for Lightyears have hit the internet. The reviews are amazing. Thunderbolt news. Yes. Saw Jurassic today and seeing it again right now. I'm watching it tonight, Jake. 10:30 tonight. Yeah, we can talk about the No Way Home extended cut. What do you want to know? Comes out September 2nd. It's going to include at least 5 new scenes, and we can talk a little bit about what those scenes are. The Black Adam trailer came out. Absolutely. Lightyear coming out soon. Absolutely. You guys are all excited for the right reasons, for the right things, which is awesome to hear and see. I'm glad. Let's see. So Spider-Man No Way Home. You guys want to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home. We're getting an extended Daredevil scene. Happy's good lawyer. It won't be Daredevil. It'll be Matt Murdock. Let me specify. We're getting an extended Spider-Man play with each other not toys, but like lab scene and talking scenes. So we're going to be getting a lot more of the 3 Spider-Men, which their time was tremendously cut. Originally we had a long time with them on screen, and then it was cut down a lot to put more focus on the MCU and away from the whole multiverse nostalgia. So they kind of tokenized that happening. So we're going to be seeing a little bit more of that as well. And then I think we're getting some villain interactions also. So lots and lots of stuff coming our way. And hopefully, or rather Sony's hoping, I don't really guess it matters to me, but Sony hoping that this will push this movie over the 2 billion mark, which would be pretty astonishing, wouldn't it? For a little Spider-Man movie, a little boy from Queens, that would be pretty astonishing. Which movie coming out next year am I most excited for? Probably Indiana Jones. If I was asked what my favorite trilogy of all time is, just trilogy, not franchise, it would probably be Indiana Jones 1, 2, and 3. So I'm really excited to see another Indiana Jones. Obviously, my man's old, but we'll have to see. Dimitri, how you doing? I'm doing all right. It's raining a ton outside. So if I just disappear at some point, that's either because A, my house got struck by lightning because it's Florida during the summer, or B, the power went out and the Wi-Fi died. Both very possible options. So big rain outside. Will Venom be in the No Way Home extras? I haven't heard about Venom specifically. I doubt it, since whatever role they plan on giving him. So there's a few schools of thought with Venom. Perhaps originally Venom was going to fight Spider-Man or was going to join. Right? Like Venom got flashed over to the MCU because the hive mind knew who Peter Parker was. That's the assumption. But Venom just hung out on the beach. He didn't go looking for Peter Parker because Venom personally didn't know who Peter Parker was. So either he was going to show up in the movie and they decided to go a different route, or they just clickbaited us and they tried to make it look like he was going to so they could excite us for Spider-Man No Way Home, and it never happened either. But it seemed like now the idea is, or maybe the idea always was, that there's a bit of Venom left and we'll get the exact same Venom with a different Eddie. That, I think, is the assumption. Which character do I think Keanu Reeves is better, John Wick or Neo? I mean, John Wick is so much fun. That's the thing. Like, is it unrealistic? Very, very unrealistic. But definitely fun. The Black Panther 2 teaser trailer just dropped. There's no way that's true. There's no way that happened. No, there's no way. I would have seen it by now. I hope Andrew and Toby get more solo films in the future. You know where to find us. Yeah, right? They're ready. We'll see what happens. August's going to be crazy for streaming content. Sandman on the 5th. Prey on the 5th. Animated I Am Groot on the 10th. She-Hulk on the 17th. House of the Dragon on the 21st. And Andor on the 31st. I'm actually a huge Game of Thrones fan. I never covered any of it on the channel because I was a casual fan. And then I became a huge fan after it all already ended. But maybe House of Dragon I'll talk about on the channel. I'm very classic. I like T-Rexes. The classic T-Rex that came out with Jurassic Park. I had all sorts of T-Rex toys growing up. Any Avengers news? I think we could definitely do some speculating about the Young Avengers, don't you think? List off the Young Avengers currently available in the MCU. Currently available, because we only have like 2. Right? Kate Bishop and now Miss Marvel. Am I missing anybody? Spider-Man's not going to be a Young Avenger. Spider-Man's very close to being a leader of the real Avengers. So I wouldn't expect Spider-Man, with all the things he's been through, the trauma he's faced, it's not going to be like, oh, let's throw Spider-Man in with the Young Avengers, because the idea of the Young Avengers is going to be geared towards kids. It's going to be geared towards the new generation. Yes, we'll all watch it, and we'll all complain that it's cheesy and corny, but that's what's going to happen. The Young Avengers is going to be about ushering in the new generation of fans. So that's the big question is, I'm trying to think how to word it, but like who else? Okay, America Chavez for sure. That's good. What's the deal with Shuri actress getting fired? Will she be back? She never got fired. A lot of people wanted her to get fired because she was anti-vax or something like that. I don't know all the details behind it, but she didn't want to get vaccinated during the whole COVID thing, and then she got sick, and people wanted her to get fired, but she did not get fired. So yeah, we have, thank you for reminding me, America Chavez, who I have right here. We have Kate Bishop, Lucky the Pizza Dog, least we forget, and then of course now Miss Marvel. So I don't know. Patriot. Cassie Lang. Yeah, we have Patriot and Cassie Lang, but they're not really available. Like, Cassie Lang hasn't even done anything yet. Like, she just exists. I mean, like, if they made a movie tomorrow, and I personally think, and you guys can tell me if you agree or disagree, but I personally think that Hawkeye should be the guy that is like the Nick Fury of the group, that kind of leads everything. Do I know what the T-Rex... Did you know that T-Rex was in Jurassic World is the same one from Jurassic Park? I don't think I did know that. Yeah, there is a Patriot tease from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but he's still even a little older, don't you think? Will Cassie Lang be Young Avenger as well? I'm not sure. I mean, she's there if they want to use her, but they better hurry up because she's going to be old too. I don't know if they want to use these characters. I feel like they want to just put all new ones. Miles Morales, yeah, but he's not in the MCU. We don't even know if he ever will be in the MCU. We don't know what Sony's plan is. Yeah, I saw the Spider-Man crash. It was pretty crazy. I guess it was inevitable that it was going to happen eventually. It was pretty cool technology, though. Or I presume they're just going to fix it, but it is pretty cool technology. Do you think we can see Loki joining the Avengers? You know, whatever Loki's going to be up to in the MCU, I don't think it's going to have anything to do with the Avengers. You know what I mean? You agree with Hawkeye as the Nick Fury concept? Yeah, I just think he's always been kind of ushering all the Avengers together. He kind of plays this I'm the dad role, and I think that would be pretty cool. What about Captain Britain? He's not a young Avenger. Ironheart and Nova are both possibilities, but they don't exist in the MCU. We're getting an Ironheart series eventually, so Ironheart's more likely. But at the moment, we don't have a Ironheart. We have a series coming. Shang-Chi's too old. It makes a scene. I'm not who you are. Snapped away. There's got to be a black Spider-Man out there somewhere. That was an awesome line. That was an awesome line. But you have to remember, the guy that said that is from Sony. That was Sony's line. They're setting up Black Spider-Man. Well, they're setting up Miles Morales for themselves, I think. Any thoughts on Thunderbolts? I'm super excited for Thunderbolts. I like that kind of side. The mercenaries. You know, it's something that I think in all franchises. You think about all the Boba Fett fanboys, like that love the bounty hunters and the lore behind all of that. And then you have the Mandalorian. They all do really well, just like how Deadpool, a bounty hunter, Merc with a mouth. Like, people love off-the-hand characters. They just do so well. The Thunderbolts is basically a team of people with Deadpool's mentality, maybe a little bit more serious, but Deadpool's mentality doing Suicide Squad stuff. You know, Suicide Squad's so much fun because they're all destructive. Not necessarily evil, but destructive. And I think that that's just such a fun part of it. So I don't know. Thunderbolts, in my mind, I don't see why it wouldn't be great. I love that kind of vibe, those kind of characters. Absolutely. You know, Chris Evans just 2 days ago talked about if he would ever return to the MCU. Did anybody read that? Do you think we can get Tom Cruise as Iron Man? I mean, absolutely. I just don't know if Marvel's ready to do that. Ultimately, I think they were planning on having a Tom Cruise cameo in Multiverse of Madness. It never ended up happening. It never ended up working out because of conflict of schedules. But they wanted to do it. But I don't think it would have been a permanent thing. I think it would have been kind of just died, you know, over. Did I see the interview with Chris Evans and returning Cap again? I just said that snapped away. Don't act like you said it first. I said it first. You didn't say first. I said it first. But yeah, absolutely. But he basically said no. He said it would have to be perfect. So I think likely it's a cameo or he's pulling our leg because I'm still not 100% sure we're not going to see him again as Old Man Cap. They've kind of teased where he is, and I have a whole theory about that. Maybe I'll do a video on it for Monday. Captain America's massive return to the MCU. Wait a second, he never left. He's on the sword base with Nick Fury. Ha ha ha. I'm first, snapped away, admit it. Because my stream's also 30 seconds ahead of you. I think the Thunderbolts will be great, especially if there's an R rating. You know, it would be one of those ones that could either be a heavy PG-13 or it could be R. I would be fine if they just leaned into it with R. Obviously, there's a divide, right? Young Avengers is going to be like a soft PG-13, I would assume. Miss Marvel is really geared towards kids. It's a fun series, and I think people liked it a lot more than they thought they were going to, which I'm really happy to see because it is a really good series. And I'm glad just because it's Miss Marvel, some little kid that nobody cares about, that people aren't going, oh, it's bad. Because it is good. It's undeniably good. They've done a great job with the animation. The acting's on top. I even enjoy, like, massively looking into the new culture, learning their words, the way they live. I think that's really awesome as well. So, yeah, I'm glad that that's the case. But we are getting a massive divide. So, the rated R side of the MCU, Deadpool, Thunderbolts, Moon Knight stuff, Midnight Suns potentially, and then you have Young Avengers, Miss Marvel, maybe Kate Bishop gets a series called Hawkeye 2, something like that. They could be a little bit more geared towards children. And there's nothing wrong with setting stuff up for kids. Every single project doesn't have to be blood, guts, and horror. Some of them can just be, you know, lighthearted, fun animation. And I'm fine with that too. Fine with that too. The Dapes, how you doing? Your cast choice for Doctor Doom and Galactus. I always have to look it up because I never remember how to pronounce his name. He's from Game of Thrones. His name is Jaime Lannister. Let me pull it up here. Nikolai Koljvunja. Nikolai Coster-Waldau. Nikolai Coster-Waldau. I think at least once every single Saturday I show this guy's face because I think he's just a perfect Doctor Doom. Nikolai. Jaime Lannister from... This is my pick for Doom. 1 billion %. Like, if you want to see just a perfect Doom, he is a fantastic actor. One of the best scenes from Game of Thrones is him just breaking down talking about his trauma, and I think he would be a perfect Doctor Doom. I think he's at an age where he could do it for several years. I think he's a capable enough actor that, you know, this is the perfect casting for Doctor Doom. In my mind, there is no second option. Like, that is the pick. Yay! Are you concerned at all of how many projects have just got announced for Marvel and Star Wars in the next year and a half? I really hope it doesn't take away from the quality and the effects of the writing. Let's talk about that, Jake, because I think it's a good question. What do you think? And I'm not patronizing. For Marvel, I won't speak to Star Wars because that's a whole different argument. But for Marvel, what do you think has been poor quality? Either budgetary or effects that we have actually gotten. Not like She-Hulk, the trailer wasn't good. They'll fix it. Spider-Man No Way Home, which, whether you want to admit it or not, Marvel Studios is part of what made that movie great. Their budget, their fan base, their storyline. It's true. You know, that movie wasn't happening without Marvel Studios. All right, let's talk about... Other than, I will give you Black Widow, which was always going to be bad because we already knew everything about it. Black Widow wasn't fantastic. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't fantastic. It had a poor story. It was written poorly. But other than that, Eternals was spectacular. Yeah? So give me your guys. You guys can all jump in on this, not just Jake. What do you think has honestly been, yeah, that was a bad project? Not because you didn't like it. Miss Marvel isn't for me because it's for kids. You know, Moon Knight wasn't for me because it was kind of dark and scary. What has honestly been, wow, this was a bad film or project? This is an open-minded conversation. I'm just curious. I want to get what everybody's thinking. Any update with Daredevil or past Netflix shows on Disney Plus? The only update we have for Daredevil is old, and if you haven't heard it, he's going to be showing up in a few different projects. So She-Hulk, his own, and things like that. But he's also going to be showing up more in the Spider-Man No Way Home Super Ultra Fun Explosion cut that's coming out September 2nd. Hey, Chris, I look like God? Nah. God is my father. I think they had a lot of projects going on at once with their shows, and it seemed like a lack of continuity because there are so many different people working on other projects. Okay. So that's a good thing to bring up, and definitely one of the biggest arguments for whether or not Marvel is doing too much. I personally don't think the quality of anything has fallen off. And that's my opinion. I'm sure some people disagree with me. I don't think the quality has suffered. I was a little worried coming into Miss Marvel that it would be a rush job. 2 episodes in, I've seen 2 episodes, you haven't. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like it might be something a lot of people aren't necessarily interested in, but the quality, the acting, the budget, everything for it is still there. Moon Knight, absolutely incredible. Loki, absolutely incredible. WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier even, it was more grounded in comparison to Loki and WandaVision and Moon Knight. It was definitely a lot more basic Avengers feeling. But again, a very well put together project. When we were watching it, we were all on the edge of our seats. We were all wondering what was going to happen in the next episode. I think the big issue is there are fans, and I'm not saying any of you are, but there are fans out there that are desperate for immediate satisfaction. We want cameos now. We want connections now because Endgame was so good. We need it now, you know? It's going to come. And it's going to come beautifully. It's going to fall into place. And when it doesn't, you know, then we can say something. We can be like, Marvel, you bit off more than you can chew. But I think we only just took the bite. Let's see if Marvel can chew. You know what I mean? I don't think Falcon Winter Soldier was bad script writing. I think there's some questions, and you could definitely nitpick at this point with everything. Like, how is a superhero broke? You know? But I think that was part of what they were trying to explain. And there might have been some political agenda in that series, which I don't get too involved in. But I think the point of equality and how some superheroes are rich and some aren't, and they were trying to make a little bit of a political stand there. Whereas with Ms. Marvel, for example, maybe they realize the political stand might not be for them as much. And with Ms. Marvel, they've come out and straight up said, there's no political side here. Like, this is literally just the understanding of what it's like to be of this culture. There's no agenda. We're not trying to push you one way or the other. This is a culture. Learn. You know what I mean? That's my feelings. Star Wars is a completely different issue. I feel like Star Wars is just trying to make as much money as physically possible. And I definitely feel like there have been some drop-offs there. Obi-Wan is nowhere near as good as it could be. I think it's still enjoyable. I'm still enjoying it. But I definitely think that they're missing a little bit there. My dad was actually a huge fan of Black Widow film. I thought it wasn't the best one by far, but still great send-off for her. And that's exactly it. Did Black Widow do what it needed to do? Black Widow was never going to be Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, or even Avengers, because it was about ending Black Widow's story. Because the ending of her story was her getting shoved off of a cliff by Thanos, or not by Thanos, by Hawkeye, because of Thanos. And that was it. So they wanted to kind of send her off, give her swan song, and that was kind of the purpose of the film, and I think it accomplished that. So, those are my thoughts. That's what I think about that. Right after Spider-Man No Way Home, Super Fun Edition releases, we're going to have D23 Expo and Disney Plus Day. September is going to be great. Lots of information coming. In September, we'll be getting more announcements for way into 2023, maybe even 2024 about TV series, or maybe not dates, hard dates, but show announcements. Because a lot of stuff's been confirmed by like Deadline or Hollywood Reporter, for example, Nova, the Thunderbolts, but they haven't been announced by Disney officially. Which is kind of something that's been going on, is we get these official announcements from Deadline for something, and then it's like, well, where was this show that Disney announced 6 years ago? Like, actually, Disney only announced it 2 years ago. Deadline announced it 6 years ago. So we'll have to wait to see about all of that as well. Why do you think Marvel is dying and throwing random? Why do you think people Marvel is dying and throwing random stuffs out? I just thought Black Widow was a couple of years too late. I completely agree, Jake. I think Black Widow was a couple of years too late. And that was the big problem. If it was on time, as it is supposed to be in its canon, it would have been better. It stuck out like a Thor thumb because it didn't fit. It didn't match. And that was the big problem they had with that. And I completely agree with you on that one. Midnight Suns cast. Well, it could be a lot of people. Namely, at the moment, who we could expect to be in it. Moon Knight. I don't think I would expect Doctor Strange to be in it, but I think I would expect him to either organize it or be aware of it. That he puts this group together and he's like, now go fight these demons. Demons were officially confirmed in the MCU in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So they do exist. Midnight Suns are monster hunters. So maybe he gets Moon Knight. Maybe he gets is it a multiverse group? Is it just Earthbound? It's really hard to say where the MCU is going right now as far as the multiverse stuff is concerned. If it is multiverse, we could get a rendition of Spider-Man. Because I don't think our Spider-Man would be in that group. But a version of Spider-Man. We can get Elsa Bloodstone, who's been rumored to be cast. Blade. Dane Whitman. Lots of characters who could be involved in that. Have I been to Avengers Campus? No, I have not, unfortunately, been to Avengers Campus. Why do I think that critics are reviewing bad Jurassic World Dominion, but general audience likes it? Jurassic Park as a franchise, if you go back and look, has failed in critics' views 4 or 5 times. They've gotten rotten out of the 6 movies. Like, literally. This is a cult following franchise that has an entire world set up for it in Universal Studios. 2 rides, 3 rides, 3 full rides, and an entire land, theme, restaurant, everything. People love Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. And critics don't like it. 4 of the 6 Jurassic Park movies have a rotten score. So I don't really care what critics say. Critics are annoying. I don't ever agree with critics. Why can't we expect in Spider-Man No Way Home Super Fun Edition? Is it worth to see theaters again, or is it a blatant cash grab? I mean, it's probably a blatant cash grab, but there will be several minutes of new footage. We have at least confirmed 5 new scenes, including Matt Murdock, more Spider-Man hanging out together, which for me is all I really want. I had the most fun during Spider-Man No Way Home during like that lab scene and them talking on the scaffolding We're getting more scenes like that. So more interactions of the Spider-Man and things like that as well. Who would I cast as Galactus? I don't know that I care, because Galactus is going to be pretty much all CGI anyway. So, personally for me, it doesn't really matter. But that's my thing. Somebody with a cool voice, you know? Liam Neeson, go for it. I don't know. Somebody like that. Movies aren't made for critics. That's completely true as well, Mondego. How you doing, by the way? I didn't see you in here. I totally agree about critics. 95% of the time, they don't even know what they're talking about anyway. Yeah, because they're people who have gotten some status, and now they just go watch movies and talk about them, but they don't appreciate the franchise. People hate superhero movies. Critics hate superhero movies. But yet, what are the top 10 movies? The top 10 blockbusters. They're all superhero movies. Not all of them, but pretty much. I've never been to Florida Universal, so I haven't been to that Jurassic Park, and it's on my wish list. Gotta go. Is it fun? Dude, out of all of the theme parks in Florida, Universal's is just so much fun. For the longest time, my wife, me, my family, we all had season passes. Since I've moved back to Florida, I haven't bought any yet, but we probably will soon. It's so much fun. It really is a blast. Definitely would recommend doing it. And, you know, if you guys do come, let me know. Maybe I'll be there. Because I only live an hour away from that now. Will Hugh Jackman return for a cameo? If he was going to, I feel like Multiverse of Madness would have been the shot. But now it also seems like maybe in Deadpool we might get something, but we'll see. Marvel isn't going to want to mess around with timelines, so they might not just let Deadpool do whatever he wants. You know what I mean? Teague, how you doing today? Yeah, but they didn't show up for the Blu-ray release. So they saved some scenes back, and that's what we will be getting. I presume we'll also be seeing his brother that got cut out. You guys remember Tom Holland's brother filmed a scene. That got cut. I presume that will be in it. Hey, Chris, what up? How have you been? Also, No Way Home coming back September 2. Hype. Again? Question mark? Yeah, super hype. I was watching just the 10-second teaser trailer they put out for it, and it's exciting. That movie did a really, really good job becoming a instant part of the community of culture. I feel like if Black Widow had come out before Endgame, it would have made her death feel more definitive and final, if that makes sense. No, absolutely. I think the problem with Black Widow was the timing it came out, not even necessarily the movie. Universal's hella fun. Been hitting as much as I can since moving out to Florida. It's a good time. They do a really good job there. I'm a massive, massive fan of Halloween Horror Nights, which is Universal's Halloween event. They do a really good job with that. And then just overall, they have some fun rides, parks, all sorts of stuff. The Mummy, Men in Black, Jurassic Park. They got the whole Hogwarts and Harry Potter thing, Fast and Furious, Minions. They have like the Universal Monsters, and they're also doing a massive expansion, which the details of I can't quite remember. But they bought a ton of land, and they're building a massive new park right next to it. So. Welcome to the stream, everybody. A lot of new people rolling in. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you're new to the stream, you just rolled in, make sure you hit that like button. You can also check me out on Twitter at TheCultureChris and Instagram at Chris M. Rosser. So feel free to check those out as well. Links should be in the description, but if not, the tags are on the screen. And you guys know how to look stuff up. If Captain America's variant would have to show up in a movie, who would you cast instead of Chris Evans? Ooh. Not a question I've thought of. I quite honestly don't have a pick. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Do you think Obi-Wan episode the worst? I thought it was all right. Do you think Obi-Wan the last one? No, I don't think any of them. That's the thing, is they've all been all right. Has it been like, oh my gosh? No. I'm hoping we get a better Darth Vader scene than what we got. It was teased that we would, but we'll see. I think we for sure will. The one time I went to Florida vacation was with a cousin, his wife, his elderly mother-in-law, his son, and a family friend. They love Disney. I had Hobbit hate and preferred Universal. Yeah, Universal is. I'm not super experienced in Disney, but Universal's a lot of fun. The Disneyland in Cali is also significantly smaller than the Disney World here. There's 4 parks, a downtown spring, 3 water parks, and all of the parks are massive. So I think maybe Animal Kingdom's not super, super big, but it's still just, there's so much real estate out here owned by Disney that they've really just used it very well. We all know the X-Men 92 cartoon is going to continue under MCU. Does that mean it will be canon? Unclear. Unclear at the moment. I don't know the answer to that, so I can't really just be like yes or no. I know it's early for this, but what if Dr. Fate and Black Adam breaks the multiverse and somehow explain that Batman exists in the multiverse? I mean, surely that's a possibility. Is the Fox universe connected to the MCU? I think technically through Multiverse of Madness exists the Fox universe somewhere. So yes, but also no. The Animal Kingdom is larger for the area because they have all of that sanctuary. But as far as what people can walk in, like where you get to go as a guest, it's not as big. But the actual parameters of the park, yes, I know what you mean, Epiphany. I love Josh Brolin, but he's already doing too much now that Deadpool is going to be in the MCU. I mean, he's not doing much else, I think. If he's going to be coming back as Cable, then cool. If not, then cool. Because we have Tom Cruise for Iron Man and all the other actors and of Loki and Toby and Andrew Spider-Man, nobody for Cap, so was curious to hear from you. Yeah, no, I honestly don't. I haven't thought about that because I just don't think it's I don't think it's happening, right? They already have. They could have done it, and they chose to go with Captain Carter, right? That's what they chose to do. They could have had a Captain America variant, and they said, well, let's do Captain Carter instead. When I went to Mexico City for the start of my summer vacation, the cast of Jurassic World Dominion was there, but it was raining. It was hard to take a picture with them. Oh, that's a shame. That's pretty cool. They filmed some scenes in Mexico. Do you think we will see Phase 5 reveals or just everything up to the end of Phase 4 at the D23 Expo? I think we're pretty much through Phase 4 at this point. So I think it's time we start getting some Phase 5 announcements. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to need some pretty major movie announcements because what do we have left? The Marvels, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Black Panther, which will be coming out before that or just after. And trying to think what else we have. Like, it's not much else. So we're gonna need some pretty big announcements, I think. An official announcement for Deadpool 3, an official announcement for Fantastic Four, maybe a little bit of news. Oh, look who's joined us and graced us with her presence. It's Miss Ellie.
What's going on?
Get a chair. Don't worry, that chair has no clothes on it whatsoever. You just need to grab it and pull it over here. Don't squash my hat. She trying to be disrespectful to my stuff. Good news, guys. Allie's here. Now you guys can all ask her whatever questions you want, and she'll answer them. I don't imagine, Adam, that they will be announcing very many things at San Diego Comic-Con. My assumption is that they'll be saving pretty much everything for the Disney Expo. Hello, Alley Cat. How are you doing on this fine day?
Hello. What's going on, guys?
Did you launch your video?
Yeah.
Did everybody watch it?
No, don't watch it.
Everybody didn't watch it? Okay, we'll pull it up.
No.
Well, you should stop coming in here after you launch a video. We have to watch it.
No.
Marvel Minute. Oh, look, it's already loaded up here.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name's Allie. Is this it? No.
No.
Marvel Minute News. All right, we're going to watch it.
Oh, come on.
Because it's only a minute. That's the point. Marvel Minute News. Let me fix the screen. Bam. There it is. All right, everybody. We're going to watch Allie's video out of solidarity. Oh, can't forget to unmute it. All right, here we go. Ready? What's the news about? New Thor Love and Thunder footage? TikTok ad? All right, you ready? Set.
But what's
Nope.
going on, guys?
There's
Welcome
no-
to Marvel Minute
there's
News.
no sound
It's
to the
your host,
TikTok
Allie,
ad.
and we
Why
have
not?
some more
Because
footage
I put
of
it by
Thor,
itself and
Love
I-
and Thunder. As the release date comes closer and closer for Thor: Love and Thunder, we're looking for more footage
because of
and
that
more
dang
details
song.
about this
Oh,
movie
yeah, no,
before
yeah.
it actually releases.
They're trying to-
Listening well, an ad given to us through TikTok shows the characters in different settings than we've seen them before. This ad starts off with saying, meet the characters. So it's obviously going to be focusing on some of the main characters in the movie, like the God of Thunder.
Look at that
King of
background
Asgard,
setup.
The Mighty Thor, the Rock Guy.
I see
and
a
it
Groot,
ends
a Groot,
with what
a Groot,
classic
a
Thor
Groot,
adventure-
a
and the
Pikachu.
Groot.
Meet the character of Thor: Love and Thunder. Yo, the God of Thunder.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but
Hear
nobody
the
don't want to
rest of
hear it. We're watching it. The Mighty Thor.
There's no sound.
I'm narrating. They can hear me. What a classic Thor adventure. Hurrah. Thor: Love and Thunder. That's a cool little teaser.
Always fun to get footage of films that we are all waiting for. Comment down below what you think of this little ad. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any
Now everybody's
updates
gonna watch it here and not on my
Marvel
channel.
No, they're going to go watch it on the
no.
channel too, I think. They're going to go watch it on the channel too because of the massive amount of support that everybody wants to provide.
Watch the NBA.
Silence YouTube Live.
World record frisbee. That ain't me.
Well, now we've seen that. The new Thor ad. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, Marvel Minute News, for providing us with the
You're
latest and
so
greatest
welcome,
updates.
guys.
The latest
No
and greatest updates.
worries. Can I have a drink?
Watching Marvel Minute News within a live stream, Cosmic Culture, I see this as an absolute win.
That's so sweet.
Tickets went on sale yesterday, didn't they, for Thor? Did they? This is the link. It's from the guy called Christopher Rosser, which is me.
That's funny because I actually did a video on that Epiphany and I'm not sure. Let's check my video. I can't remember.
Oh, the links don't come up because I am not an admin on my own channel. Okay. Marvel Minute. Answer questions.
Disney Expo is September 9th?
Something like that, yeah.
I think Disney Plus Day is September 8th. They're like right next to each other.
You're and Allie's cast for MCU X-Men. Oh, we could be here for hours talking about that. Everybody want to know who I want to cast for future projects. I gave them Doom, and then after that, I started being difficult. June 13th, 2022, here in Canada is when they go on sale. Yeah, I didn't think they had gone on sale just yet, because I feel like we would be getting a whole new trailer.
I think June 13th.
Tickets out Monday morning, which means Monday morning we're getting a trailer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say a teaser Monday morning. Maybe I have to wake up and go live. Chris, isn't Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 also part of Phase 4? You missed that one. Yep, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I missed that one. If you could visit one place in the MCU, where would it be? Asgard. Asgard doesn't exist, so.
Boy, you can still go.
Nope, it's gone.
Why not?
It was destroyed.
Okay, but still.
I would want to go to Tony Stark's
It
house.
existed
I
at
want to
one
go to
point.
Tony Stark's house. That's where I want to go.
Tony Stark's house. Houses. They're gonna show you IRL.
Tony Stark's house is. Alicia Keys buys Tony Stark's sleek house. Oh, Alicia Keys bought his house from the movie, guys. Oh, you can't see it. Bam! That's where I want to go. Alicia Keys bought it. IRL. Well, shoot. You would think that Robert Downing Jr. would be like, I want it. Yo, somebody made it in Minecraft.
I like Groot.
Asgard isn't a place, it's a people. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay, mister.
What? Expecting a YouTuber to get up before the crack of noon for something other than golf? Isn't there a law against that or something? Hey, fun fact about me, I don't sleep ever. She would know. I am constantly awake.
Except after 3 o'clock
Except
in the morning.
after 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when I sleep. What is the date for Disney Expo? It's September 9th.
I think.
September
9th or 10th.
Disney Plus Day is the 8th, and then 9, 10, and 11 is the Disney Expo, and on the 10th is all the Marvel stuff. What is the date for? I already read that. Dwayne Johnson really wants Black Adam and Superman. Think it can happen after the DC merger deal? Henry Cavill.
The Rock gets what he wants.
We need a new Superman. Not about The Rock. It's about... I need a new Superman. I think he's more likely to fight with Shazam first while they try to figure that out. Do you think they will show new Black Panther, or will they save that for the second trailer? I don't know that we'll be getting a new Black Panther in Wakanda Forever.
I think that's the point. Sadly.
Yeah. I don't think...
Not sadly.
I don't think anybody is getting a new Black Panther until maybe the end when they show like he has a secret son or something like that. Do you think Ant-Man gonna get killed Ant-Man 3? You know what I actually think is gonna happen? I think they're gonna end up defeating Kang. Because there are billions of him. He's a multiversal threat. The issue isn't one character, it's all of the Kangs. So I think at the end of Ant-Man, they defeat Kang only to realize that there are more Kangs, and it's irrelevant. Chris, I gave you a open challenge, best Minecraft in an hour, not now, on Allie's Twitch, and I will post a video saying sorry for underestimating you.
We haven't played Minecraft.
I haven't played Minecraft, but let me tell you about how much I would destroy Allie. She would not. This isn't even like a friendly competition. I would absolutely destroy. I could give her 2 weeks, and I would give myself 24 hours, and I would just wipe the floor with her.
Because I'm not very creative.
I just would. She wouldn't stand a chance. Allie, did you finish your book?
I did finish my book. How did you know?
What? How did you know?
How did you know?
How did you know she was reading a book?
Oh,
Did you talk about reading a book?
I don't know. I guess sort of a long time ago.
That's
Dimitri
creepy.
cares.
I'm bouncing to watch Jurassic. Have a good one, Chris and Ellie. Bye, Jake.
Goodbye, Jake.
Talk to you later.
Go get some popcorn.
Your spot's empty.
And Red Bull.
What are the chances of Red Hulk and Thunderbolts? A lot lower now since the guy who was going to play him is no longer with us. I bet Kang is all over the quantum realm. He already took over the TVA, so by controlling time and space, he can conquer the multiverse. Yeah, I think that's kind of the plan. You mentioned it in a previous stream, apparently, that you were reading a book. I don't recall
I think
that.
somebody asked. Oh
Your
my
pirate
gosh,
book.
everybody knows.
Yo.
Guys, listen. If
She
it
did
wasn't-
finish her pirate book.
I did finish my pirate book, actually. Thanks for asking.
She was all proud of herself.
It
She's
was
not a great
very-
reader, but she's getting there.
It was an important moment, so all you guys are so important to me.
Well, there you go. Allie, which is your favorite Marvel comic book? Ooh, I know. Cats of Marvel. You can go get it.
Oh yeah, he's upstairs. Hold on.
You guys will be disappointed with her answer, but it's cute.
Oh, come on.
It's true, 'cause it's not a real comic. I mean, it is a real comic book, but it's not like a comic line. Chris and Allie, next month, July 20th, is your 23rd birthday. Well, happy early birthday. I'll be watching the live-action Pinocchio on September 8th for Disney Plus Day. I'm excited to hear what news we will get for D23 and seeing possible trailers. Movie World, how you doing? I want to see Blade and Black Knight in the MCU already. Hey, we heard Blade and we saw Black Knight. Just not very much of either. Take care, Epiphany. Thank you for stopping by. We could see some good Kangs, as though we might team up with heroes and defeat the bad ones for the multiversal war. He asked if you enjoyed your book.
I loved my book. It was such a good one.
She said she loved it. So this is Allie's favorite comic. What happened to the back?
Haven't touched it. Maybe it's supposed to be that way.
Maybe. Although I don't feel like it is.
Well, I didn't touch it.
It's Marvel Meow. And it's many different characters with their favorite, with their cat. So let's see. For example, here is...
It's funny.
It's fun. Here's Moon Knight. Here's Moon Knight with his cat. So you see Moon Knight has a cat, and it's a whole comic sequence with him and what would happen if Moon Knight had a cat. And then when you flip the page, you get a cute little art of Moon Knight with him and cat. And then this next one is Taskmaster with his cat. And it goes all the way through. It has all sorts of characters. It has Deadpool. It has Groot with a cat somewhere. I don't know what page. Ghost Rider. There's Deadpool. Deadpool's cat stabs him in the head with a knife. Deadpool's cat's the most realistic cat because he just breaks everything. So, yeah. Deadpool. Gwenpool. Venom and Carnage have a cat, apparently.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
I'm not really sure, Teague.
I thought you were reading a Mango book.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna read that, or I'm thinking about buying a book about boats because I love boats.
She might want to read some Hemingway.
Yeah.
She might try to read Old Man and the Sea because she's never read it.
Maybe I found.
But that's her favorite comic. It's Marvel Meow.
Guys, I'm a little young when it comes to all the comics, so I've always kept up on all the other stuff, but not really comics. I appreciate them, and I think they're cool, but I have never just sat there and read comic after comic after comic, so. You can call me lame, but I'm not a reader, to be honest.
Are there going to be any OG Avengers in the new lineup? The only really option is going to be Hulk, I would imagine. But I feel like the plan is to get as many new ones as you can. Hey, Marcel, how you doing? You should read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. She wouldn't get it done. I don't think she has that in her.
Do you know The Hobbit was the first PG-13 movie I ever went to?
Old Man in the Sea is fantastic. Definitely recommend it.
Okay.
Tig's a lot better at reading than you are. Marvel Minute loves Marvel Meow. That's accurate.
That's it. Marvel
Secret Wars
Meow.
2015 is amazing. They're all giving you comics to read.
I need to make my Discord. Marvel Minute News Discord.
Yeah.
So you all can...
I'm good. How are you two? Long
Tell
time
me.
no see. In fact, long time no see is accurate. I hope you're doing all right.
Marcel.
Up half an hour earlier than I needed to be. I usually don't, but should I have a second coffee? I mean, obviously. Obviously.
And then a third.
And then a Red Bull. The Hobbit is pretty easy to read, in my opinion. Start with The Hobbit. Don't try Lord of the Rings yet.
Okay.
Hey, Chris, if you're going to do a review video of Jurassic World Dominion, can you DM me in Discord to give you information about the new creatures that appear in the movie? You can just go ahead and send them over, because I probably will be doing at least a review, and I will give you an honorable mention for that. Chris, does Red Bull really give you wings? I would say yes. I got a Red Bull fridge right there. Red Bull official fridge that we yeeted off the interwebs. I love it. It's pretty cool. Favorite Funko Pop in my collection? Ooh, that's a rough one. What's yours? Other than Groot. It can't be Groot. This has got to be my favorite.
I have Smokey the Bear, guys.
This has got to
I
be
love
my
Smokey
favorite.
the Bear.
The pointing meme. It's a dub. That's got to be my favorite.
Are you going to be watching the second Avatar this December?
Probably. I don't see why I wouldn't.
What is your favorite Red Bull?
Probably just sugar-free. Either sugar-free, which is what I drink 95% of the time, or yellow, which is the only drink I drink that has sugar in it, because I don't drink sugary drinks. Which is my only complaint about Red Bull, is they only have like one good sugar-free one. Deadpool Funko Pop? Oh, you bet your sweet booty.
Oh, that's my favorite that you have. I like that one a lot.
Which one?
The one with the pirate.
Because I have two. I have the Pirate Deadpool. Because if you didn't know this already, what I wanted to be when I grow up was a pirate. Apparently there was no job openings. But there's Pirate Deadpool. And then I have, this one is actually pretty litty. The Box Lunch exclusive. original Deadpool from the comics. So this is what he looked like in his first appearance in the New Mutants 98. So they have the comic on the back. It came out for the 80th anniversary of Deadpool. Or of Marvel, I guess, not of Deadpool. And yeah, first appearance, New Mutants 98. That's a pretty cool one too. So those are my
he's
Deadpool
got the
ones.
Dino Pulled Pop.
Oh, you have the Dino Pop? That's a good one. Black or red? There's two. I know.
There are multiple Red Bulls. Yes, Davies. There's original, regular, and sugar-free, and then there's a bunch of different flavors.
There's a bunch of flavors, but a lot of the time they're limited edition. So they came out with one in 2019 that was called something Breeze, Ocean Breeze. It was a light blue can. They don't make them anymore. Hopefully they will one day. It tasted like you were drinking sunscreen, and I love it. It's so good.
It was very much like sunscreen.
It was like drinking sunscreen, but you were allowed to. And that was the story. What else? The yellow one is guava something. They have orange one. They have a blueberry one that tastes a lot like blueberries. They got a lot of good flavors. I was about 4. So here's what I've realized about pirating. I'm 400 years too late to be a pirate, but I'm also like a good 400 years too early, because there are going to be space pirates soon. Once space travel becomes a thing and there's space cruises and Elon Musk has a whole building in Mars, you know there are going to be pirates, Guardians of the Galaxy style, flying around stealing cargo ships that are going to Mars. So I'm too early for that, and I'm too late for the boat pirates too. So I'm just screwed all around. What's my most loved memory from childhood? Oh, goodness gracious. We're getting deep. Battery exhausted.
Oh, no.
No bueno. You know what that means. A lot of tatas.
Mr. Fulton says, Chris, I work at a movie theater and I get free popcorn and a free soft drink and 9 free movie tickets every other month. Well, freak. That's awesome because it's so expensive. That's me. Good thing it's a great picture.
It's a great picture.
I just drink soda and lemonade, so that's alright. Okay, back to what's your most loved.
Oh, I don't know, though. We're going to just pretend like I didn't see it.
Come on.
I don't know what my most precious memory of a
wanna
child.
know.
What's yours?
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Nobody just knows that
Wait
off the
a
top of their
second.
hand. Nice setup. Thank you, Marcel. What's pretty sick? Oh, you're talking about the free tickets and stuff? Yeah, that's pretty lit. I don't have a Star-Lord Funko Pop. I actually really don't have that many. What do I have? I've got a Frank from Jungle Cruise, Batman from The Batman, Steve Irwin from the Australian Zoo, America Chavez, Miles Morales, Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec, Mo Salah from Liverpool, the 2 Spider-Mans pointing at each other, Dwight Schrute with a pumpkin head from The Office. I've got Deadpool. I have the 50th anniversary Mickey Mouse. I have Spider-Man from Spider-Man No Way Home. I have a Diamond Collection edition of White Vision, Tom Brady, Knuckles the Echidna, and a bronze statue of Stanley. That's everything I have. Have I got an offer for Aquaman? No, but if I did, I would be taking it. I will say that. But no, I haven't got an offer for Aquaman. Got the limited edition Jurassic World Dominion popcorn bucket.
And is it fantastic? Is it true that they're actually going to have the Thor hammer as
At certain places. I don't know what places. Why? You want it?
Of course I want it.
Look up where.
Oh, God.
Here, I'll look it up so that they can see it. Thor popcorn bucket. I'm sure everybody's already seen it. It's pretty epic.
I've seen it, but I want to know where. And it needs to be big because I like it.
It's pretty big. Thor and Thor blah blah blah.
Okay, where?
It's gonna be for a fit hammer sit on a rock base something. Tell me where.
Type in where. A Chewbacca pop. That's awesome. It has a fluffy texture. It's so cool.
Oh, flopped.
That's
Yeah,
sweet.
Harry bought that today.
Oh, that's funny.
Thor Ragnarok movie. I don't know where. It doesn't say where.
Say where? Where do you get the Thor popcorn bucket?
Blah, 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 blah.
I
That's
don't
what
know.
I heard.
They probably don't even have them yet. They don't know yet.
I mean, it's going to be a movie theater franchise.
Where to get
Where?
revealed last month at cinema. Oh no. $40? Oh no, that's not even that.
I don't know. Okay, that's my answer. I don't know. We'll do research later. Now is not the time.
Okay.
Somebody will know. The bucket is amazing. It has the eye of Giga.
That's awesome, you master.
Giga.
Freaking sweet. Movie tickets are expensive.
The exact time here is 3:01 p.m.
Yes.
What is the favorite hobby of you both, ma'am? Yes, you. What's our favorite hobby?
We like the outdoors. We like to fish. We like to go to the beach. We like to go to the, just anything water-based, really. We like to eat. We do
That's
like
very
to eat.
water-based.
We like to try all new drinks. We're always in the search if a new drink comes out. We always go and try it.
Am I excited for Bullet Train in August? I don't know if excited would be the word to describe my feelings. No, probably not. There's another action movie, same story. Never gotten a limited edition popcorn bucket because they're always sold out for me. I have the cup. I have a few of these too. I have Avengers Endgame. I have Avengers Infinity War. I have Black Panther.
Cups, but not.
No, not the buckets, but I do have the
No buckets, just cups. Eating is a good hobby. Yes, it is, Teague. You know it. I feel like you can't really not have the hobby of eating.
That's why I'm so fat.
Everybody likes to eat. Fishing is so awesome, and it's fun and therapeutic. Yeah.
I went fishing in the rain yesterday, like big boy rain. Instagram. If you haven't already, follow me on Instagram, and I wouldn't have to tell you. You would already know. Let's see.
That's me.
Let me go
And
to
you.
display capture. Yeah, there you go. That's me. That's me and the Whammon kayak fishing, because that's something we like to do. This is not about movies anymore. We're just talking about us now, but that's okay. There's the Whammon kayaking. And then that's me fishing in the lightning storm. Notice how nobody else is on the beach except for the dumb white guy with the headband. There's Allie catching a big old fish. Yep, we do catch fish from times to times.
Red one.
That's a red fish, although he's not red, but that is a red fish. Let's see. That's me fishing again. I do a lot of fishing. I like fishing. There is us traveling. That's me on a boat, because I love to be on boats. I don't have... Oh, that's me catching a pompano. Pompano. I have a motorcycle. I use my motorcycle from time to
I might say
time.
rain makes it better. Listen, rain's like when it rains, it's so
Ah,
freaking fun.
we got married one time. And yeah, that's kind of us. We do underwater things, and we do above water things, and we do TV things. We kind of do everything. We're very up to do anything that wants to be had happened. We'll do it.
You're fishing in a thunderstorm, sir. The weather was not good at your picnic spot. I saw your story on your Instagram.
And there you
Yep.
go.
Oh, we go see Buffalo with a cat.
We do go see buffalo with a cat. That is an accuracy.
It seems like you're going to pick up Thor's hammer because of the lightning.
Yeah, that's what I was actually trying to fish out of the sea, was Thor's hammer.
What do you do with the fish after? Most of the time?
Most of the time I put them in my belly. Yum a dum dum.
When we catch them.
Well, if they're allowed to be kept. Chris shows picture of boat. Pirates of the Caribbean theme begins to play.
I enjoy fishing. Have a fishing pier in my backyard where I live.
Yo,
I'm so
we're
jealous.
coming to visit. We're coming to visit.
My
There you go.
My grandpa taught me how to fish, and we used to feed the ducks popcorn from the movie theater. It was fun.
Nice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. We've made it to an hour together on this fine journey that is Culture Catch Up. Allie joined us. We looked at pictures of fish, and we even talked about movies a little bit. Lots of crazy news. But overall, Black Adam, Spider-Man No Way Home returning to the theater, Thor Love and Thunder just around the corner. Potentially we get tickets on Monday and a new trailer. I'll look into that and maybe do a video for you guys tomorrow about that. If anybody's curious or interested, go check out Marvel Minute News. Who among you is the expert in catching the fishes? I am pretty much, look at my fishing jacket, guys. This is my fishing jacket. That's what you wear when you go fishing in the rain. Hey, Chris, if there's a new pirate movie, then I'd watch it, even if Johnny isn't in it. That's probably true for me, too. I love Pirates of the Caribbean movies. They were so well created, and I would be very sad to not see Jack Sparrow. But I would probably watch them.
No, he said, hey, if Chris is in the new Pirates movie, then I would watch it.
Oh, well, hey, Chris.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, thanks. I doubt I will be in the new Pirates movie, but I would be deeply honored. I don't even know if I'd be able to act. I would just be doing this. They'd be like, action, and I'd be like...
He's saying otherwise he ain't watching.
Good live stream. Thank you, Chris and Allie. You are both awesome. Thank you, Alpha Predator. Guys, check out Allie at Marvel Minute News. You can just Google search that, and she'll pop up. Check me out at Culture Chris on Twitter or at Chris M. Rosser. You can also check Allie out on Instagram. She posts things at
Alley Cat Official.
At Alley Cat Official. So
yeah.
Check that out too. It's 12:30 p.m. midnight in India. I'm sitting in my room watching your stream, and my dad just walked in and scared me like hell. But no worries, tomorrow is Sunday. Yay! Fantastic. Love your streams and videos. A rose for you, sir. Bye bye, and have a great day ahead.
Bye, guys.
Thank you guys so
Thanks for
much.
hanging out.